We're going to do something musical to start off this. So however you feel about that, I appreciate you being involved. So you need your hands free, clap free. So step one, this is a little rhythmic thing. It came from a camp activity and a camp chant and song, but the musicality of it was really important to me. So you can repeat after me, very simple. Try that. Do it again. So I want you to make sure you get it right, please. Get it right, please, and let's do that together. There's a reason for me being a jerk about it. Ready? Here we go. Good, first step, it seems like you're on your path. Second step, you're gonna add something to it. So watch me first. Try that. Okay, your rhythm was okay, it wasn't bad. Let's try it again. Good, so you got the pause there. The next part goes like this. Great, now do it on your own, go ahead. Great. So I want you to think about how you feel through that entire thing, you felt through that process, because what I want to talk about is something, hope this doesn't melt, that blew my mind as a facilitator and a team builder. It's the theory of flow. And the theory of flow is the theory of optimal experience. And what Csikszentmihalyi, which is an awesome Slavic name, what he proposes is that there is a time where we can feel the best about what we're doing, and we can feel like we're in this flow zone, and that's where happiness lies. And we can feel it, we actually feel happiest when we're working, and we're working towards something purposeful, so camp is a lot of that thing for us. But it exists on a graph. I also went to school for math, so this is like, it's the marrying of all three of my favorite things. Nope. Yes. Okay, so we have a graph, y-axis, x-axis. On this axis, we'll call it challenge. And on this axis, we'll call it mastery. How hard something is, how good you are at it. And the flow zone, being in flow, is when x equals y, or when you have this graph going up here. So think about the musical experience that we started with. When I sat down and told you, I very intentionally said that I'm a music major and we're going to do something musical, that was my condition to see where I could move your challenge to, because I was wondering if somebody felt anxious because like, oh, I'm not a singer, or I'm not musical. When we say that to campers a lot, I think we can increase somebody's anxiety, and like when there's a culture of musicality, that can be hard for kids who aren't. But, and then, so I started with this, and almost everybody nailed it, right? And then it got a little harder, and it got a little harder to a point, and then I told you to do it on your own, right? So what I was doing, I was measuring the challenge up here without knowing any of what your skill level was. So the argument with flow is that when we present anything, when anything happens, and I believe that it's true with team dynamics, with personal development, with staff development, with camper development, when we give somebody a challenge, if the challenge is high, so if I ask a 6-year-old camper to climb the hardest section of the rock wall, and they've never done rock climbing before, right? So that's a challenge that's up here, and their mastery is low. So they're going to be in this section up here. And this section presents anxiety. But if I ask a person who works at, we call it MEC, REI, or like somebody who works at REI, and I say, okay, you're going to do the easiest section of the climbing wall, they're going to be down here. And that's going to be boredom. And I would argue that almost any behavior that we see at camp is because we haven't given campers an experience in the flow zone. We haven't modeled our programs, and we haven't given kids the ability to buy in to something where they feel like their skills are matching the challenge that they're facing. And this has kind of shaped everything that I do. I keep a graph in my notebook that stays in a private part of my desk that no one would ever see, and I map where our staff are in terms of their skills and how they're behaving with campers. And I would argue that this flow zone, we as a culture, we can increase that flow zone when people feel comfortable to be in an anxious situation, or people are okay in a bored situation because they can take on leadership. So this thing evolves and ebbs and flows as our culture changes at camp. That's like the little baby step of it.